1, 2, 3. All right, here we go, folks. We back live in effect. What's going on, Soul Tribe? Soul Tribe.
Welcome, new one.
I know we got we got a new Soul Tribe member in the building. We got a couple that's never been on the podcast before that y'all gonna be introduced to today. This is different because we're obviously, you see, we're not in the normal studio. We're actually out and about in the community again. Last time they seen us, we was out and about. We were at the Butterfly Estates, downtown Fort Myers. So as you see, we're taking the podcast more out and about in Southwest Florida. Yeah, we trying to show you. We trying to expose y'all to different places. We're live at the Revive. Live at the Revive.
That's right.
Keep it short, simple. Bonita Springs. Yep. So today's podcast. Well, before we go into that, we're at podcast number 7. Número 7. Anybody speak Spanish, Junie? Siete. Numero 7. So we know number 7 is, for those of us who've read the Bible, know that that's God's favorite number, right? I think so.
Yep.
The number 7, according to Google, I'm gonna go to Google. The number 7 is a highly spiritual number that is associated with intuition, mysticism, inner wisdom, and a deep inward knowing. The number 7 combines hardworking, number 4 with mystical and creative number 3. I guess 4 plus 3 is 7. As a result, angel number 7 carries a meaning that is practical and mystical. So we're about to get practical and mystical.
Very mystical.
By the way, happy late birthday. Don't think I forgot. Enchanted Raven's birthday was on Monday. Yeah, so she's a Libra, so she's balancing my Aries self out. But it's an Aries full moon in full effect right now.
See,
so
it's working.
You better recognize. You see how bright and orange that bad boy was the other night?
I was on the beach with that. It was illuminating the whole sky. I think I posted it on my Instagram. It was illuminating the whole sky. I got a couple of really good. Yeah.
You seen the moon the last day?
Yeah.
Amazing.
It was beautiful.
It is.
Happy
So.
solar return.
Thank you. I like how she says that. Happy solar return.
Solar return. So Rashimba, how you been? We haven't seen. Oh no. Well, we haven't seen each other in like 2 weeks because we took last week. How you been?
I am just right, just perfect.
You ready? You vibing?
Yeah, always in the flow, ready to go.
What you been up to?
Just living, loving life. Yeah, living.
We wanted you to perform
creating,
today. We got everything set up for you, but that'll be another podcast.
Well, Junie's gonna gift us today with his offerings. And then
Look at him, this dude, man.
This guy over here, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Judy, introduce
Our
yourself.
offerings another time.
What can they expect later in the podcast? You performing? You hit the stage right here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like perform. It's gonna be really nice.
What songs you performing?
Just some music that I did.
Okay. Where can they find your music at?
Album that I dropped last year.
Okay. But to Southwest Florida, it's new, so.
Yeah.
Cause you just moved here recently from New York, right?
Yeah.
Hey, man. You always stay high, man?
No.
You just naturally, that's your vibe.
High on life, man.
That's your frequency?
Well, no.
Because to some of the viewers, you can fool them right now.
You can ask,
Oh, I smell some sage. There you go, brother.
There you
Sage,
go.
all the negative energy out the way.
Right.
All right, cool. So y'all stick around at the end of this podcast. Junior's gonna perform some of his new music and introduce himself to our audience. Well, they know you, but they get to know you better than everybody. So, Enchanted Raven, how you doing on your birthday? Or 2 days after your birthday? Did you eat that chocolate cake I got
It's
you?
half gone.
That's why you gotta go to jiu-jitsu after this to work it off now.
Afterwards. For sure. No, it was really nice. I mean, everybody at my job, they took me out to lunch, so they celebrated that way for me. And then, you know, of course, my boys, my babies. Hi, Kyle. Hi, Cody. I love you.
Yes.
They called me and wished me a happy birthday and, you know, wished me good night. So it was, I loved it. It was a good birthday. Thank you. I feel like, you know, Ron, Jeremy, or whatever his name. I don't know what to do with my hands.
Ron Jeremy.
I don't know.
Hold on a second. You talking about the porn star?
Yeah, that is Becky's a porn star. No, oh my God, no.
You feel like a porn star.
That was Ron Jeremy.
Oh yeah, you got your Rons. That's a huge difference in those two Rons. A
Can you
huge
edit
difference.
that out later, please? Edit that out.
He's in another planet
I
right
had
now.
no idea. I had
Me neither. That's, for those who watch porn, you know what she's talking about.
Listen.
You knew. You pointed it out, right?
That was like high school. That was many full moons ago.
You're welcome, Ron. I'm bringing you back, baby. You know.
All right, so let's get out. We got a new guest here today joining us for the first time. I've been trying to get this woman here for over a month now.
She's here.
But it don't matter. You are here in the flesh. You
right
join
here.
us. You made it finally. I've been trying.
Finally.
You work like 7 days a week, and
I do.
and you got 1 day off today. What's the
One day
chances of
off.
She
that?
chose to hang with us.
This was
That was
just destined to
unexpected,
be.
too.
This was
Unexpected.
destined to be today.
Yes.
Just want to say I love your shirt. Why are you wearing it?
What do you mean, why?
What does it mean to you?
It's Biggie and Jay. What do you mean?
That's,
Is there any other explanation?
We got some New Yorkers here.
You already know what's up. Queens, freshman of St. John
Long
University.
Island,
What's up?
Strong
Boom.
Island.
Oh, you
Hey,
from
we're
Long Island?
Oh, Suffolk County?
Okay, I'm Nassau,
Oh,
Belmore,
you're right
East Meadow.
there.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
born in West
Wow,
Islip.
nice.
I was born in East Islip.
That's crazy.
I'm not even kidding you.
Wow.
See?
We Midwest people. We Cleveland, Chicago, man. So y'all East Coast
See?
people, man.
We're coming
I
down.
love
We're
Chicago.
invading the South is what we're doing.
What? We all met right here in Southwest Florida. That's all that matters. I was just listening to Biggie on the way up here. So anyway, introduce yourself to our listeners because you've never been on this podcast before. So tell us who you are, your name, at least your name. I don't want to make you feel uncomfortable.
I know, right? I'm like all nervous. My name's Tara. I'm
From New York, from Long
New
Island.
York. Yeah, I've been here a minute now. I've been here a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've actually lived in Houston for 4 years, and then I moved back here. So New York was a bit ago. But anyway,
You
I've
got
been
that
here
New
now.
York. You still got
I'm
your New York
still- I was
accent.
gonna say, I
Come
grew
on,
up there.
man.
You know, I left when I was like 18, so it's there. It's in there. Well, I studied massage therapy.
Okay.
And I really got into like the Reiki part of it. I was like, oh, I like this. Like I just felt drawn to that. So, and energy work and crystals and like all of that was like calling me. And I was like, I think like this is for me. So
How long ago about was that? Like how many years ago before you started
it's
kind of
actually
getting?
not been years. It's actually been months. I would say
Really?
months,
So you're
yeah.
you're
So you're a baby.
new. Oh,
Wow,
yes.
you're a
Awesome.
baby. You've been in shorter than I have. I've only been in the spiritual awakening realm for a year now. So
Well, it's
months.
weird with me because like I remember back in the day, like growing up, like my mom was into this, and
Mhm.
she kind of like got into like church, so she left it. So that those memories are buried. And like
Ah.
every now and again, I'll have memories of like being on the beach and doing like rituals and stuff. But and
In real life or
no,
this?
no, like we
with
really
his-
did
Oh,
that.
with
Like,
your
my
mom. I
parents,
thought you meant in a dream
My-
space.
No, no, my mom and my aunt.
Oh yeah, you gotta
they were-
take the mic out. I know. You get used to it.
Sorry, I'm like right here. Okay. So like no, my mom and my aunts, they were into that. They were into like, you know, Yemaya and Osun and
Oh,
like,
Batala.
yeah, and they were
Yes,
into
I
like, you know,
know.
Santeria and all that. And then she drew away from that and never spoke about it and never taught us. But it's like it's calling me. Like all this stuff is calling me now.
Yeah.
That is so
It's
crazy
skipped a
that you said
generation.
Yemaya because that's confirmation for me.
Yeah.
That part right there.
We had someone on the podcast way back in week 2
Yeah.
discuss that a little bit, but that's another topic.
another
So since you
topic.
brought up Reiki, that is today's conversation is going to be
Yes,
Reiki.
energy.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about Reiki, we're going to talk about auras, and we're going to talk about frequency. And actually, someone is going to get on the frequency tuning table today and get a tune up.
Yes,
So we're going to
yes,
record the whole
yes.
process. I've been on the table before. Junior, you been on the table?
What does it feel like?
I had a different experience. Enchanted Raven's been on there too. You want to tell what you
The two
experienced?
of us can get on it today, and then we can add
For-
our.
I
our
really,
experience.
I really hope that the both of you get to have that experience because when I did it, it was, I mean, I literally felt like I was in a womb, like I met the goddess herself, and we sat there, and it wasn't that she said anything to me. It was just being in her presence that I just absorbed so much information, so much downloads, and they were coming in day after day after day, different messages, different vibes, different feelings. Bless
How
you.
long,
Thank you.
How long after you had
Oh
your...
God, for a week. It was, I mean, I was still kind of in that you're just, you talk about Yemaya, you talk, it's just that ebb and flow, that presence that you're,
that spirit.
exactly. So I really do hope that you guys get a chance
Oh,
to.
it's happening.
Yeah,
It's
she's
going
like,
down.
oh,
About
it's
15 more
all-
minutes. 15 more minutes. Junie, real quick, you want to tell about your experience on the frequency tuning table? What happened? What you experienced?
It was just, I think it's just a way to easily step into the fourth dimension.
For
honestly,
sure.
You know, just and you can do that in your sleep, you know, in your dreams, but you know, on a table, you know, on a device, on an instrument like that, it really just.
Expedited.
Yeah.
Right
it's
to
crazy. Yeah, it's crazy.
Gotcha.
It's good stuff.
For me, I got on it last December. I think I was the second person when Mike moved down here with the table because this is the only one in the state of Florida, by the
Yeah.
way. No one else has this.
Nope.
I think it's someone in Cali he'll explain that when
In
he gets
Hawaii.
in Hawaii. What I experienced was my spiritual gift when I got on. I experienced that I was clairvoyant, and I didn't know what it was at the time because it scared the hell out of me. Like I was just laying there, and then I'm like, what is this like light coming from the left side of my face and going to the right side? Like literally, I was laying on it, and I was
Right.
underneath the porch, and like I could just see straight through the porch, straight to the sky, everything. I could see the birds flying, the clouds, like straight through with my eyes closed. So that's when I recognized like I can see with my eyes closed when I tap into that frequency and vibration.
Yes, sir.
And I can do it fast now. Like at that time,
Right.
like
Yes,
now
sir.
I can just
Fast.
I can just sit down. Like I time myself and see how fast. Like I go to the beach and just ground myself, and like in 2 minutes it's just
Right.
choo, like
Right.
straight through with my eyes closed. So it was
Right,
trippy to
right.
like, why did I get this gift? Like what's the purpose I'm serving humanity with being able to see through with my eyes closed? So I'll find out one day. So
It's slowly. Everything happens.
tell me about
I
clairvoyance.
want to clarify. I want to clarify something you said and clarify something she said. You were asking her, and you were saying that you're new to this, and I just say that you're not new to
I
this.
knew she was gonna say
You
that.
are not new to this. And then you went back to your mama.
Mm-hmm.
That's your beginning, and that's the womb-niverse. This is not new for you. You're just open to it now. But this is who you always are. So don't
I feel that.
downplay that.
She
Don't,
always tells
don't
me-
disclaim that.
She always tells me you're remembering. That's all.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
you're
exactly what it
remembering.
is. You are
Who you really are.
And
You've been-
with you, as far as the point you made, as far as being able to see with your eyes closed. So I say this is my first eye. People call this your third eye. This is your first eye. The
Pineal
first eye,
gland.
your first eye.
Mm-hmm.
That's the beginning. These two eyes see the after. These are your beginning. This is your beginning eye. These are your after eyes.
I like it. I like it.
I
Because in
remember-
the beginning, it's all in the womb first, and then you see the manifestation, the womb manifestation of that. So
I like that.
that's your first
beautiful.
eye.
Yeah.
Well, I remember when my pineal gland opened because I had like a bad headache and like I could feel it, but that was the different. Like it's like light blue, like the sky, and it just starts, and it just like just covers like slowly from left to right. But I was already
We live
prepared
from
for.
the head down.
Yeah,
Not
so it's a trippy experience, man, for sure. So let's jump back into the Reiki now. Reiki healing, I've heard that term thrown around. Those are one of the topics I've never personally went down that rabbit hole per se, because I don't know, like I have my things I like tarot is one of my things. So like I'm probably the least versed on Reiki out of everybody in this room. So I'm kind of just gonna fall back, and y'all that know about Reiki kind of take over. I mean. Enchanted Ray.
You're the guest, so you begin.
Tell us what you know a little bit
I
before
mean,
Jen, because Jen's gonna dive deep.
She's like more an expert. Well, basically my experience with Reiki, like I said, I got into massage therapy. The whole reason I got into that was because I do hair, right?
Mhm.
So back a couple of years ago, I was working at this one place, and part of the service was we had to get like a massage. So people would always tell me I had this energy and this great touch, and so I got into the massage. And while we were in the massage, fast forward, we touched on Reiki, and it kind of drew to me. I drew it, like the energy about it, like you feel the push and the pull of the energy, and I was like, wow, this is like calling me. Like this is really interesting, and I just wanted to learn more. So, I started reading up on it, but I'm nowhere near like an expert. I'm still trying to figure it all out.
No,
And
that's cool.
When you invited me, I was like, yeah, I would want to know about that because I'm interested in all of that and learning more about it.
Well, I've been seeing your light. So it finally got you here. I'm like, I see she's like there, but I want to help her get a little bit further down there because I'm a baby too, just like you. So I know where you're at because I was just there recently myself. So I can feel you totally. But not with the Reiki, just with everything else but Reiki. Seeing with my eyes closed and the Kundalini awakening and all the other good stuff that comes along with it. So what's Reiki all about, Enchanted Raven? I
Okay,
thought you
so-
were gonna do some Reiki healing on me or something. You
I'm
wanna-
waiting. I mean, I got my
What-
hands charged and everything.
So what you want me to lay down? What are we gonna do here?
Well, we can do a chair if you want to. We can just sit on a chair and do you have ear pods? Because I usually have you listen to music as far as like it's Reiki infused music,
Okay.
and then I kind of just take the darkness out. I don't want to.
So do I have to lay down or I can sit down?
You can sit down.
I can sit down right
Yeah,
here?
You can stay here.
Exactly.
Just play the Reiki music on your phone.
Okay.
We all gotta get some vibes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't know what it is. You two know what it is. So, you know, I don't know
Basically,
any.
it's using energy and like pushing it into places where it needs to be and out of places where it don't need to be, and just getting you balanced and your chakras balanced, and you know, getting you in alignment.
Really?
Just like with the universe.
And I want to see how you're going to do this. How you going to do this?
Yeah, it's not a direct hands-on touch. It's just energy, and you're directing the energy with your prana, your life force in your hands, your chi in your hands.
Okay.
So it's directing, and you sense it with your hands, and you.
All right, I'm gonna pass the mic. Am I supposed to like get into meditation mode here and just focus in on the energy?
Just breathe.
Yep, just breathe.
That's some ashy lips. I see you got some lipstick, lip balm, something, some gum, something.
Is there water? Maybe water.
That's
Well, you'll drink some water after. You need to drink water because that's the conduit.
Yeah, I am the conduit. I've been told by many.
So I'm going to ask you to take 3 deep breaths. And as you're taking the deep breaths, I want you to say, I am free, I am sovereign, I am me. And that way you can connect with your higher self and I can connect with your body's energy. And I see we're already starting to get some goosebumps, maybe a little bit.
You gotta say it again. I am free.
I am free, I am sovereign, I am me. And as I'm doing this, what I'm doing is I'm just kind of warming up my hands, getting it ready, kind of getting the ball of Reiki energy ready.
Hold on. I'm free. I'm sovereign. What was the third
I
one?
am me.
I am me. All right. I got 2 out of 3. I'm not saying it out loud. I'm saying it in my head, but just so y'all know, I'm saying it. Okay, I'll say it.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to concentrate on just aligning your chakras. I'm going to, you want to maybe face me a little bit. I'm spinning your third eye chakra, so it's going to be a little open. Going right down to your throat chakra, that way you're communicating. So I feel a pull right here, and that is my symbol that there needs to be something moved out of here. So I just kind of brush the area, kind of like you're just brushing. You go around. And what I'm doing is I'm feeling for warmth. I'm feeling for a resistance. So it's a resistance in the heart chakra, which is normal. It's normal, especially nowadays. Well, it's the veil is thinning, so we're all trying to, connect with our own selves. And it is kind of, it is kind of right over the heart, so. And there's been times where I'm literally like pulling on the energy to come out, so. It's heavy right here. A lot of past wounds. Right down to the first chakra because after the heart chakra I kind of like to stabilize. So the first chakra is your stability, your passions, your life force, if you will. And it's just energy that it's your, like Rishimba said, it's your chi, it's your life force, it's your energy. So you're kind of aligning and balancing. And I hope some only works while I balance. I don't really feel anything. It's more just up here. It's more up here.
Maybe he's got a mental activity. That Mercury is rising.
Well, Mercury retrograde on Halloween.
I'm telling you. So it's not that you are having negative thoughts, it's just you have a lot. You have a lot
Mental
right here.
activity.
Exactly. So I'm kind of trying to like clear up the ones that aren't meant for you, that aren't meant for your highest good. Not that they're harmful, but they're just not meant for you right now. And so when I place this hand, this is my receiving hand and this is my giving hand. So I'm receiving from the universe, I'm receiving that energy, that chi, and I'm putting it from his heart, and I'm putting it right into his third eye so that he can see from the heart, he can speak from the heart, he can heal from the heart, he can think from the heart. At least that's my intention. Clear all the excess energy that's around his ears so he can hear better. And that's the gist of it. That's a quick.
Alright, see what happens.
Yeah, you'll have to let me know.
See how things go in my heart. That
Drink
heart.
some water.
That
Yes,
heart.
please.
Oh, we got some agua. Appreciate this. So,
Thank you.
yeah, we know about that heart chakra.
Thank you. Yes, yes.
That's a hard one. Whoops. That's
How
a-
did you feel?
Thank you.
I'm sweating. I feel that much, so I could definitely tell like the energy is making me sweat. So I don't know what that means, but
It's rising your body.
Yeah.
It's rising
Yeah.
your energy. It's
What-
rising your internal heat. It's rising your body, your metabolism. So.
Circulation.
Exactly.
Things are moving around. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel it. All of us should feel it.
Vibration. Like almost.
whoo. So that's a Reiki healing session live in effect right here on the 239 Spiritual Podcast on the EX3 network. So I know Jen's kind of running short on time. So you want to jump into auras real quick? Because I know
Sure.
we're kind of short on time.
Sure.
Since you are the aura seer that's present here. I don't think anybody else. Anybody else? Speak now, forever hold your peace. Anybody else see auras?
On occasion. On occasion.
It shouldn't that. I feel like most people should be seeing auras.
I don't see auras.
What? That's like an every hour thing for me. What?
So okay, so
Yes,
speak
yeah.
on it. Where's the mic at? Speak on it. Tell us whose aura you see right now.
Well, you know, in terms of do I see colors? No. And to be honest, I don't think that I need to see colors. I'm not like.
So is it more like a vibe, like
Reading
you feel-
energy?
Yeah.
Man, you know,
yeah.
to be honest, what I've always understood is that the things of the spirit don't make sense to the carnal mind, right? So literally, it's really just a matter of just knowing. Like
How you
I can
interpret it.
it's like you just know,
Mhm.
and then like you see, and then every time it's always right, and you're like, whoa, that's real. You know what I'm saying? Like imagine like just
In true Junie fashion.
no, like imagine.
I like it. I like the
it.
tribe, man. We all
Right.
got different personalities.
Yeah, imagine you just sitting here right now, right? But you know what's going on, like in your parents' life right now. Like you know if something's happening right now, you know you need to call them. You know, so you know that
I've
something's
had
happening, but you're
instances
not
like
like. That's how it is. But it can become more occurring. Like it can become a more frequent thing, the more you seek for that gift. So really, I'm just someone who loves the gift. Like I've sought for it, I paid the price for it. Like I really like, Lord, I want to like be someone that can see. Like I just look at someone and I download your whole files, like just straight up, like just.
Okay,
your
if that's the
past,
case,
your
show
present,
us right
and
now.
Your future,
Okay,
yo.
so what's my aura?
Okay, so tell us what you. Yeah, see, you can't just
But
say
I've
it.
heard what my aura is. I had it read before.
You
but-
gotta be about it.
Real talk, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't
for
work
him,
like
it
that.
doesn't.
Yeah.
For him, it does not work like that.
You can't, it's not for that. It's not for that. It definitely isn't. It definitely isn't. But,
Well,
you know,
some people have that gift though. Like the Enchanted Raven and Yona, they have that gift where they can see the colors and all that good stuff.
I heard if you like, well, we did something like this in class where we stood in front of each other with our eyes closed, and like you
Very
just kind
true.
of like just breathe in and out and breathe each other's energies in and out, and like I can see other people. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But I could see other people when I would stand in front of them, like I was eyes closed. I would get like, you know, their colors, like it would come in my mind, like reds and oranges and white.
So are you seeing anything right now?
I mean, I would have to like
Tune into that.
tune into that person.
Okay, all right. Anybody else can tune in on anything right now? Anybody's aura? Enchanted Raven?
I am picking up on Miss Rashimba. Ooh, ooh. My goodness, lady. My goodness, my princess. So a lot of her energy is very red, and that's passion. That's vibrancy. That is grounding. That's the lower chakra. She's very stable. She's very standing in her ground. Her presence. I love being around in her presence, and that is the majority of what I see around her, and it's always around her. Now today she has the orange around, and your auras change. It goes with your mood. It really does. It goes with what you're feeling. You actually can wear what your aura is saying. That's why yellow is screaming for you right now. Yellow and green. Yellow and green is screaming for you right now.
That's what I see in her hair.
Exactly.
I see
Yes. And the halo around your, yep, exactly. And then you have the white around the orange, which white is pure. White is innocence. White is you are of that higher source. You are of that. And then there's a very thin gold outline, which means you are protected in every way. But if you turn sideways, that gold goes out to here. So it's like, from this perception, it's that, but it goes back to the road. You know, it's a very long golden rod, if that makes any sense. But yes, thank you.
Now, I'm gonna segue into what the purpose of where we're going with auras, because we kind of talked about this on some of the past podcasts about auras also transfer into frequency. Every aura color is a different frequency that our human body vibrates on.
And that's on your level. 'Cause I
Yeah,
know nothing about
that's
the
where me and
frequency.
Mike's gonna jump in. We're gonna talk about the frequency wave. So I think we're gonna shift this. We're gonna have to hit pause, and we're about to get two people on the table. And
So I'll step off.
yeah, so we're gonna hit pause now because I know you gotta run, but we're gonna get on the table, and me and Mike are gonna talk about frequency.
I don't want to do the tarot segment without the both of us.
Oh no, we're not gonna do tarot today. We'll do
I
that
think that's
on the
Monday,
next
yes.
podcast.
Yes. Wow.
Yeah, we're gonna save it for Monday.
It's gonna be amazing. I can't wait for that.
I'm gonna get a
Woo!
reading. Junie don't want to get a reading. You down to get a reading? Well, it depends. You down to get a tarot reading from them?
If
You
I
open?
can make it next week.
Okay, all right.
If I can make it next week.
Yeah.
So Mike,
You ready? All right.
Oh, he was born ready. That's what he
Sit
said.
right here. Me and you gonna talk. Me and you gonna talk real quick about what we about to do.
he's going to use that one. Yeah.
So as we talk about auras and frequency, so every aura color has a different frequency. Like depending on what charts you want to look at on the World Wide Web, they have different charts. But basically, from what I've seen, like the orange frequency, if I remember correctly, is like around 141 hertz, and I think yellow is like 112, light blue. And all these are also the same as the chakra colors. Coincidentally, how all this goes hand in hand. So it's basically
that right.
the importance of all of this basically is knowing what frequency and what vibration you're on at that moment, like we just said, which can be changed, as we just said, and we're about to really prove it right now because what frequency we just saw Rashimba on is gonna probably be a whole different frequency when she gets off the table.
Or it might be the same, but it might be amplified. So
yeah. So I just want to give them some one-on-one before you take over about what frequency is. We can go back and forth, but just to simplify it to its lowest terms, like frequency. So think about this: like if you tune into a radio station, like FM modulation, that's what FM means. FM frequency modulation. AM radio means amplified modulation. So let's keep it on. Like say you tune into 88.1 megahertz, that's what frequency is vibrating. There is a transmitter that pushes out energy on that frequency through wire to an antenna, and that's what goes out. Same concept with us humans. Energy in our body goes up, it goes out. What we put out in the universe is what we're
Facts,
broadcasting
right.
on. So that's why
Right.
people who are on the same frequency tune in to other people who are on the same frequency based on what we do, because they resonate with each other.
Right.
You
So-
kind of call them in.
Yeah.
You call in the people that you want to be around because you are what you are, and what you are is a magnet.
Right.
Thoughts
To
become
bring it,
things.
to bring, you are a magnet to bring everything in that you are thinking right here in this little world here.
Right.
Right.
So
The
I
stuff
want
you say too, that vibration of words is powerful.
Yes, and
So we need to
I
be very specific on
Right.
and careful of the words that actually come out of our mouth.
Right.
Ooh, does that resonate with you?
She getting on me today, man. She is getting on me today. We had some experiences on the way here. Yeah, I got to be careful with my words. I'm working on that. I'm working on that.
Yeah, that's just the vibration and the blessing and the offering of the day.
Yes.
To be mindful of what we say.
She always has the offering of the day. She does it so perfectly. The vibration. I've said it before on the podcast too. You literally, your voice. That's why it's a spelling. It's a vibration. That's why they called it a spell, because it's you have to watch it. That's why incantations are so powerful. So it's a frequency. You
Well,
are
in the
literally
beginning
bringing
was the
it.
word, and we are all sound vibrations, so that's just what it is.
I just want to break it down for the lowest person. Was like, why does this all make sense? And try to make them understand it. Like, okay, there's FM radio, and that's on a certain bandwidth on the frequency wave, and then below FM radio you have TV, television stations. You tune into Wink and watch TV. That's vibrating on a certain frequency. You go above FM from 88 to 108, you go to 108, now you're on airport frequency. How the guy at the airport communicates with all the airplanes in the sky that's flying around.
I like that.
And,
Yeah.
what's the number you called on that?
That's 108 megahertz
Okay,
to
so that's
another.
the 9. That's the divine 9. That's the ethereal number. So everything is a reason for that.
Right.
That is in the.
So that's what I'm just trying to break it down, that there's a broad band of frequencies that's controlled by the federal government, but how it relates to the human body is that the average human body, I think me and Mike agree, vibrates generally around 72 to 80 hertz.
Depending on where.
But average human being.
Depending on where you get your data from.
72 to 86.
I've also have done research that would suggest 62 to 72.
Okay.
And like I said, it can vary with the amount of water you drink,
Right.
with your thoughts. It can vary with what you eat, and that's why I decided to get rid of the meat, because my vibration, it makes your vibration
Of
stay.
course.
It kind of regulates it, keeps it there, and where you don't have to dwell.
So you
and
stopped
as a
eating
healer,
meat, you went vegan?
and is it not? Well, I didn't say that. I still
No processed meat or no red meat?
no red meat, no chicken. I haven't had chicken in almost 4 months now. Chicken or beef, and it's really made a difference. And when I'm giving people tune-ups, as a healer, I owe it to the person that I'm healing to make my vibration come from a better source. The treatment that I'm giving them, I owe it to them.
It's organic.
to
It's very
make it better for the experience for them.
Right. So like just touching up on what Mike just said about the human body vibrating between 72 and 82 hertz, somewhere in that realm. You lower it, you every day, every second, every minute, you lower it and raise it depending on what you put in your body. So
And what you think.
right. So if you so
And
just
the words that come out of your mouth.
Jay.
Well, man, what is going on today, man? Y'all set me up for real, for
I would
real.
even take it a step further and say even what you listen to, because like
Yes.
music has an impact on your
Of course,
emotions,
you-
your
it's-
energy, your thoughts, and just that energy is there with music, that
Right.
frequency.
Yeah.
Now we're not saying, listen, when I go and I work out, let the bodies hit the floor, come on, and I'm like jamming out to it. But
course, we're still flesh.
I mean, exactly. But the majority of the things that you listen to, whether it be TV or music or other people's words, other people's opinions, conversations, just be careful on how you're perceiving it, and be careful on who you're hanging around. If you're always around negative Nellies, you're gonna be.
Sometimes
Right.
you have to create a balance.
That's
and
right.
sometimes you just let out a roar where there are no words. You just expel this energy.
Exactly.
Okay.
All
After
right.
that.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You just let it out.
Exactly.
You just let it out for all of us.
It's like,
huh?
oh yeah, it feels good.
Exactly.
Very good. Very good.
No
Very
words.
good.
You don't have to
it's
say
just
nothing
sound.
bad. Yes, sound.
Yeah.
It's vibratory
Yeah.
sound.
I mean, I wasn't expecting that. I'll admit
I
that.
don't think that, but hey, he let it out for all of us.
Thank you for that.
It's real good.
He's good now.
Just carry him out.
So, but I want to touch up on what she said. That's exactly right. Like, music definitely has an impact on your frequency because they actually done tests. Like, when you listen to meditation music, like on different frequencies, like 432 hertz is supposed to be like the frequency of the earth itself, and then you have like
But that's
520.
that 9. That's the divine 9.
Yes.
You gotta pay attention to the numbers. That's
The
the,
divine
God number.
9.
The
All right.
divine 9, baby.
I'm telling
It's
you,
about,
I'm
that's
telling
the birth. That's the womb. That's the mama. That's the God number.
432
Would
hertz.
you
So,
say? Would you say it was the womb universe?
The womb
the
universe.
womb.
Yes. Give me a roar. Come on, give me a roar. Yes.
I don't know what happened today, folks. New people,
What?
I didn't know what was gonna happen today.
Yes.
So, but they did a study. Some like doctor did a study. He had like different waters, and he played like heavy metal music and like
Yeah,
and hardcore
that's-
like
yeah.
negative rap music.
Yep.
And like the music turned dark.
Yep.
And then he played like meditation music and
Yep.
positive music, and the water was growing like crystals.
Yep.
So
Yep.
just think about that and let it marinate because the human body's like 70% water.
Right.
More.
So what we put into it,
Yeah.
it's what it's gonna look like.
Listen, do your own
And
experiments.
bless the water.
Bless the water.
Bless the water.
Yeah, you can put
And
crystals
think
in
and
it.
heal the water.
That's your
Sarah,
thing.
would you like to elaborate about the water, about the water and loving the water? Can we have you over here for 1 minute?
Everything should be before you energy.
Loving water, yes, please, you must.
Blessing
I
the.
tell my plan, then I won't be able to trick people into loving themselves.
Oh,
How can
I'm
you
sorry.
People not loving themselves. That's gonna be hard to trick them into.
Well,
I'll get to more people
well,
than you will.
the people,
I'll tell you about it.
the people that are listening
Help
to
over
it
here on
already
this side.
already
You know
love.
what? Even
Here.
if you know that it's going to happen, it's still going to happen.
Facts. The
Yeah.
divine time and divine order. We talk about that all the time. Nobody, even if you have an idea, nobody can execute it like you. So, if what do you think? If someone's gonna try to steal your idea?
Oh, I want them to.
I love it.
I want them to.
Abundance. I love it.
Yes, no, because here's a plan. The water's all screwed up, right? But water can absorb energy. It's one of the quickest absorbers there is, and it takes a new crystalline structure. So we just all start loving on the water. I'm going to do a meditation so that we can love on all the water around us, and then at the end I'm going to turn it around so we love all the water inside of us. Because too many people can't show themselves self-love. They've got all these blocks and they just can't let it in.
Right.
So we're just going to lead them into it by loving the water, and then they can love all the water in them, and then they'll
love
have
it.
self-love.
I love it.
And if they can experience it, they can replicate it. But if you haven't experienced it, you can't replicate it. Too many people have not
Exactly.
experienced self-love. So if they can get that and they can have that experience, they can replicate it.
Self-love is so
Water
important.
love
And we are made
frequency.
up of water. We're 70% water.
Yeah, so you love the water, you
love
change the
yourself.
crystalline structure of your whole body,
Yes.
your whole being.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love it.
So
You're so
we
good.
heal the water and we make everybody love themselves. And every person that's never had that experience will get it because it's easy to love the water. Everyone knows a place where they love the water. Everyone has been somewhere
Facts.
where they were in love with
Yep.
water.
Beach. The beach
Yeah.
for me.
You
Yeah,
go
yeah.
there,
The
you
beach for
think
me.
about
Yeah.
that water, you think about the smell, you start feeling it, you love that water. You keep loving that
Aphrodite,
water,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
all of a sudden you think about the fact that you're water and you can love yourself that much.
Yes.
And people that haven't experienced it, that's how they get there. You have to have the experience. Until you feel it, you can't just make it up inside. So we're gonna trick them. Yeah, all of you.
Happy Halloween, trick or treat. I think it's a treat and a treat.
And you will all experience that love. Everyone will.
Exactly. Yes.
Steal the idea. Everybody do it. I want there to be at least 30,000 new water loving meditations
Okay,
put on
so
YouTube.
I have a dare for all of our listeners. So let's do this experiment. Let's bless our waters, and for 30 days, let's see how we feel, and then
I'm down
on the
with
30th
it.
on the 30th day, just email me or get in contact with me and let me know how you feel. So I dare you to do it. So
And it's so easy. You just have to pick up the water and love it.
And you can
I
write
love
on
this
it.
water. I love this water. I love it. You can write love. You can write beautiful. You can write
send us your pictures of
clarity
you loving
and
water.
Clear and gorgeous.
I've seen
And
somebody
keep
do that. Now it's
talking
coming.
to
I saw someone on
Yes.
YouTube do that.
And it's true.
Preferably in
There's a
glass.
scientist. I can't remember his name. He actually did a study on it.
That's what I was just talking about. That
And
about the
I was-
music you listen to. The like if you listen to like
Okay.
heavy metal and rap music,
need
the
to
water
do
was
that.
all dark
Yep,
and blackish.
yep.
But when you listen to like positive, like meditation music, the water was growing crystals. And that's what's going on in our
Yep.
body.
Yep.
That's exactly what's
Yep.
going on in
So
our
we
body.
just have to love our water. Let's all love the water.
Drink water.
All the
First.
water around us
Water.
heals up. Everything. Everything's better if we
Listen,
love the
we eat
water.
stuff from the water too. So if we bless that water, then we eat that from from the water, then we're putting even more love into ourselves, more self-love, more energy, more loving energy into ourselves. So
Yeah, we know this. Nobody's deep down that the water, if we love it,
There
it'll
could be
heal
no
us.
life without water. That's just
facts.
common
That's it.
sense.
If you look
Facts.
on
Nothing can grow
every
without
religious
water.
rite, there
Here,
somehow
here. Can we
water
cheers
gets
to water?
involved.
cheers.
Cheers to water.
Love the water.
Water.
Okay.
Yes.
All right,
So now everyone knows my devious plan, but it's still gonna work.
I
well, we don't know the details, but I like the idea. And intention.
That was it.
That was it.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a meditation.
Jay's
I
like,
want
tell me
everyone
more.
else to make a meditation, and everyone's gonna love their water for at least a month and feel better, and we're gonna see improvement in our water.
Okay, so hit me up on Enchanted Raven on Facebook and let me know your ideas and send me your pictures of your loving water. There we go, and we'll get.
But there's more to that. Now, if you're gonna go alkaline and go pH 8 and go clean, no soda, no sugary.
No.
Alcohol limited.
No, but I'm saying it kind of
Can you love
offsets.
your coffee?
You can drink all the water in the world.
Well,
but
thank you for saying that
gonna-
because I'm like, listen, my coffee, I love on my
How about
coffee.
if we're brewing our coffee or tea, we love the water before we brew with it.
There we go.
It'll understand.
Yeah, but it's not
Unless
gonna.
It'll appreciate the coffee ground.
Like giving
and
them
the
a
tea.
I don't think it would
coffee
balance
grounds.
out though. I mean, if I could drink all the water all day, but then if I turn around and drink a big gulp of Coke, like it's kind of
All right, well, don't
pointless.
drink the
No.
Coke.
Coffee.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They have,
craft
besides
coffee and
drinking,
tea.
they have to go cold turkey from soda for a month and drink water for a month.
Oh
Why
my
would
God.
you make it so hard? Why can't they just bless
I
and love
did it.
one
I mean, you
bottle
could
of
do it.
water a day? Don't
Okay.
make it difficult.
One bottle a
bottle
day
of water.
challenge.
Just
All right,
just
let's
one
do it.
bottle a
of
day.
water,
One
love
bottle.
that one bottle.
All right,
Carry it
well,
around, love it all day, and then drink it at the end of the day. Love that
Gotcha.
bottle.
All right, so I think we got the Reiki, we got the
Right.
auras, the frequency. Now we're gonna dive deeper. We're prepared now. So we've all talked about our experience. You want to talk about your experience on the table before we put two people who've
I
never
had
been
a
on?
different experience than
We all
anyone
do.
else. Like I listen to my body, so I had clogged. What are those glands?
Arteries? Oh,
no, the glands. The ones you don't want to get cancer in.
Kidney?
None of them.
No. What? Did you say the name?
Lymph nodes.
Lymph nodes, okay.
All right. Well, they're all right here. When they drain, they're real caustic, and all of my ones on my left drained. So I didn't realize they were that clogged. So, and I do a lot of things to drain my lymph nodes on purpose to keep me healthier. So that was, totally different. But it felt good. It obviously needed to happen. To happen.
So you felt like the water being released?
No. When your lymph nodes burn, it's caustic. So it burns under your skin and kind of makes the outside of your skin itch. Because it's released toxins out. So
Now
it,
I
like,
know if that ever happens.
when you get sick, the toxins get built up in your lymph nodes.
Gotcha.
So you want them to drain. When you do yoga, it makes them drain. Invert your body, it makes them drain.
Learn something new every day on this podcast.
See, stick with us. We'll take care of you. We got you.
All right, so I think now we're gonna roll into the frequency tuning table. We got two new takers who've never been on the table, so this will be a first experience for both of them. I guess we'll just do like a kind of a what do you want to call it, like a testimonial afterwards and see what they experience.
Awesome.
So,
And I think
Mike,
Go first.
hold on, I'm letting Mike promote the table first because this is his baby. I think he could tell you way more about it than any of us. I mean, we could talk about our experiences, but tell us where they can get it, how they can experience, why they should come experience, whatever you want to say, brother.
Okay, I just want to say that the best promotion will be whoever's going to be
The two
getting,
of us are getting it today.
then the two of you will be the promotion, and then we'll tell you about it after that.
Okay.
How about that? We'll,
All right,
we'll let
agree.
them be the,
That's it.
let
I
them
agree.
say what they need to say.
Enough
I
said.
agree.
Enough said. So who's going on first?
Tara.
Well,
She volunteered you?
I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna sign off because
Yep.
I do have to go to my jujitsu class. So.
Uh-oh, go kick some booty, girl.
All right. I am Enchanted Raven. I love y'all. You guys have a wonderful evening. Enjoy your body tuning because this is going to be an amazing, amazing experience. Remember Enchanted Raven on Facebook. I want to see those pictures. I want to see 1 bottle a day of love. And I love you. Thank you for everything.
Thank you.
All right, so I think it's a good shot. The camera, Icy, on the table. Back. We just had our first, I want to say victim because y'all been on me about my intentions and my words. I just say we just had our first
Volunteer?
Volunteer, there you go. You took the words right out of my mouth, as you can tell. Victor, all right, anyway, let's continue on. Let's keep the positive vibes and the energy in the air. So Tara just got on the body frequency tuning table. So tell us what you experienced.
So first I felt a lot of pressure up top in my head, like in my temples. It's like pressure.
Like your third eye opening?
I don't know. It was just like pressure. Like, damn, am I gonna get a headache? But no, it wasn't like a hurt for pressure, but it was pressure nonetheless. And then I felt it down in my stomach and my pelvis.
Solar plexus.
But I felt like popping, like it was pop, 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 pop.
You felt
like, that was
your
weird.
Stomach popping?
No, like in there, like in here, like pop, pop, pop. Yeah, like in my, in that region, popping.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what that
Popping.
was about. What is that? I don't know what that means. So.
I don't either. Mike, where's the expert? Where, Mike?
I said, what does that mean? He said, the table knows what to do. I don't know what that meant.
Yeah, I don't know.
Releasing or opening up.
It's been backed up.
Yeah, so it's opening up. Opening up.
So she said,
maybe.
she said she has some like popping feelings in her stomach, and she's trying to figure out maybe what that means. So I don't know if you can help us out here.
I can just say that I don't know what it means.
Microphone, brother.
All I can say is that I don't know what that means, but I do know that the table knows what that means, and you know what that means, but I don't know what that means. With 99.9% of people that get on the table, they say the same story. How did you know? How did you know? How did you know about this and this, this, and this? I don't know. The table knows exactly what to do. The frequencies go where they need to go. The intent is 99% of the battle. Just that's why I do a prayer before the session and after to kind of seal the deal, kind of lock in that freshness. You know what I mean? Before and after, safe journeys, and the table.
So you know what issues you have in your stomach, we don't. So we'll just leave that off the air. Only you know.
But it may take days. It may reveal itself. You know, it's a ripple effect.
It is.
So you're gonna, you know, it's
at least
residual.
It happens like that too. Because I've had people that said, "Well, I didn't really feel nothing." I mean, it was, you know, actually the same person said it hurt her.
In my head,
And I
I
was
felt
like-
that pressure.
I was like, "What do you mean it hurt?" She said, "Yeah." I was like, "Physically hurt you?" She said, "Yes." She said it was uncomfortable for a minute, but it subsided. But 3 days later, she was talking about, "Well, I want to come." I did a festival, and she was like, "Okay, I'll come to the festival. Try at your table, and if you can fix my shoulder, I buy you beer when we're done." So she says, so I'm like, "Okay, cool, come on." She came and got on the table, and then went to eat, and she still bought me a beer, and then she says, "Well, we'll see what happens," and then she calls me 3 days later, saying, "Oh, by the way," and this was a shoulder that her massage therapist couldn't touch, her chiropractor couldn't touch, and she's been going on it for 2.5 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Chronic.
Called me in 3 days, like I said, maybe even 4 days later, oh, by the way, it was almost like she hated to admit it. You know what I mean? It was like, oh, by the way, my shoulder's not my back, my upper shoulder's not hurting anymore. I'm like, thank you very much. Thank source very much.
That's right.
So
There you go.
I did feel in my hands too at the end, like Dragon Balls.
So now that's gonna amplify your Reiki practice.
Okay.
Because that's
The table, it's on a cellular level, all the way. It's a spiritual level. It's on all levels. I mean, it does pretty much what it needs to do. I mean, I've had people stop me in the middle of a session to tell me that they needed to write some stuff down because it brought such clarity. Yeah. I've had another friend, a skeptic of mine, get on the table, and he's like, whatever. It'd been about 3 or 4 months since I met him, and every time he kept telling him, dude, you gotta check this out. And he checked it out.
Yeah.
And I said, hey, Drew, how was that session? And he said, I was in this field of flowers on the most beautiful sunny day. He mentioned something about a butterfly. I said, you saw a butterfly? I said, no, I was the butterfly going from flower to flower to flower. And then I could kind of sense that he was trying to tell me that he wanted to tell me something, but he was like, I had to shut it down. He had to shut it down because I was like, I understand, you don't have to say. Because sometimes the table takes care of past regression issues. When we can't get rid of these issues that we are dealing with in the head game turns into a body game.
Right.
Because then those issues it just lodges in your body, but the table will address those issues.
Does that get you excited to get on that now, right, Shim? I'm looking at her as you say that. I'm like, oh boy.
I'm glowing. I have the before glow, and I'm sure I will have the during and after glow.
Absolutely.
So I'm ready whenever you are, but I
I'm
don't
ready.
want to.
Any more things you want to add?
No, I mean, we'll see how it goes as the day
Yeah,
progresses.
so on
It
another
is interesting.
podcast, hopefully you can join us again and you'll tell us what experiences you had in between times.
Sure.
That would be
Thank
interesting.
you.
All right, let's get
Thank
up
you for
Rosh
having
Hashanah
me.
next. We ain't going nowhere. Stay tuned. All right, folks, y'all just witnessed it once again with your very own eyes. We're here from Revive, of all places, Bonita Springs, broadcasting live from EX3 Network. And Rashima just got off of the body tuning frequency table. My man Michael, we're going to give him his plugs and his shout out. So how was your experience? Keep it real with us. What did you just experience?
Divinity within, yes, the Wombniverse.
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 Yes.
Okay, gotta trademark that.
I am high. I just feel like I just had the most beautiful sound bath. It's like a symphonic, harmonic, orgasmic intercourse.
Ouch.
That is what just occurred. Symphonic.
This is
harmonic,
PG-13, folks.
Orgasmic intercourse. That's what just.
Really? I missed it, man.
I felt like I was going in and out of like 3 different forms. It was definitely like, it was liquid. It was definitely liquid. And then it was just this levitation. It was like it was definitely a levitation, but then there was this liquid. It was like I was in a liquid.
You were part of the liquid.
It was the womb. It was the elixir of the womb. It was the Wombniverse. And so, yeah, I am in full, complete trust that so many drippings will come down from this.
Drippings. Okay.
Yes, oozing, sweet, juicy things of life. Yes, it's, absolutely orgasmic.
Remember those words you say. Orgasmic.
Yeah.
That's a
yeah.
beautiful thing, man. There's no feeling in the world like an orgasm. Anyway, we're
It's
supposed
true.
to keep this kid friendly.
I mean, but that is like aren't we to educate the youth on the truth of what life force energy is? I mean, that's the truth of what life force energy is.
I would rather people be having an orgasm than doing negative stuff, for
You can pervert it
sure.
if you like and bring it to a lower nature, but I'm talking all high frequency here.
Gotcha.
So yeah, it's orgasmic. Life is orgasmic. Creation is intercoursing all the time. Love is being made. We are that. We are that. So yes.
So there you have it, folks. Once again, broadcasting live on the EX3 network. We had, I think, a beautiful day today.
Absolutely.
We had some new soul tribe that we've introduced you to. So it's growing. We thank y'all for listening, because without y'all, we wouldn't be here. We do it for y'all each and every week.
Yes.
And next week, we're going to be in Fort Myers, somewhere on Palm Beach Boulevard. I don't know. I think it's a CBD place. So,
Mystic Martians CBD store.
Mystic Martians.
All types of
Very
tours.
interesting. We're going to meet some Mystic Martians. This is good.
That sounds like fun.
All in the full moon right now. We're getting ready to go into another, oh God, what do they call it? Oh, I'm sorry. In Halloween, we're going into another Mercury retrograde. So why not meet some Martians, folks? We're going to bring them to you live from Fort Myers, Lee County, right here on the 239 Spiritual Awakening podcast.
you,
Mike,
Chris.
you want to end on that note? You want to give out the phone number, your website? It's all right there. How people can get in touch with you. They want to book a session on the frequency tuning table so they can experience.
There's several ways that you can get in touch with me. You can call me on my personal cell phone, or you can actually look us up on Facebook. Body Tuning Table as my Facebook page.
Body tuning table.
Body Tuning Table.
All
on
one
Facebook.
word or spaces?
It doesn't matter. It comes
Body tuning table.
Body Tuning Table.
On Facebook.
Also, you can also book an appointment at Revive Wellness Bonita, I believe is the site.
On face. Oh, a website.
Yeah.
Okay. Revive
Wellness
Bonita.
Bonita.
Okay.
So
Give out your phone digits.
yeah, my digits are 651-783-6177. Hit me up.
You gotta
Blow
say
it up.
again. You gotta say
Blow
it
it
again,
up.
brother.
You will.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Oh, it's 651-783-6177. Or you can hit me up on my email. It's holisticwarriorsgroup@gmail.com.
And he's right here in Bonita Springs, Florida. And this is the only table in the state of Florida? Or you have one somewhere else?
I have 3 of my 4 tables
Okay.
right here at Revive. Come and get you some. You might be able to catch us out on location. Sometimes we'll go to the beach, like we'll do different. We'll set up like this weekend. We set up at Sarasota at Siesta Key Beach with all that sand being 98% quartz crystal. It was some magic moments there.
What day is that? Saturday or Sunday?
Actually, they do a weekly drum circle, but not as big as the full moon drum circle. But they do drum circles on I think Friday night, every Friday night in
Awesome.
Sarasota. So I'm planning on
Friday
being there
night?
for-
I'm
on
gonna have to go.
Fridays. Yeah.
I'm up in Port Charlotte, so I have to swing by and check you out for sure.
Yeah.
So there you go. If you want to get a tune up, we've explained to you why it's important to get your frequency tuned, raise your vibration. Not sure what he's doing, but anyway, let's keep our focus here. If you want to raise your vibration and frequency, this is one way. At least tune. You'll definitely have an experience that will better you as a human being.
Come get you some right here at Revive.
Right here in Southwest Florida, the only one in Southwest Florida. It's the only place you're going to get it with my man Mike. It's the real deal.
Actually, the only place in the world right now.
And the only place in the world. So you
In the
should
world.
feel
Only place in the
privileged. All right, let's go. We up out of here. This episode. We're getting tired.
We're tired.
Episode number 7, closing out. Till next week. We appreciate y'all listening, watching, viewing, sharing, all that good stuff. 239 Spiritual Awakening. Bless up till next time.